What if I told you that the food sitting on your plate right now is either quietly helping your brain and body or quietly working against them, and most people never even think about which one is happening?
Okay, that's a genuinely uncomfortable thought to start the day with, especially right after I finished my breakfast.
Sorry, not sorry, but that's exactly why today's topic matters so much. And no problem, welcome to Joobira Zone, everyone.
Welcome back. I'm Maya.
And I'm Thomas, and today we're talking about healthy eating, the vocabulary, the everyday phrases, and the real conversations people have about food, diet, and nutrition.
This is honestly one of those topics that comes up constantly in real life, whether you're at a restaurant, talking to a coworker about lunch, or trying to explain your diet to a doctor.
Exactly. So let's start with some essential vocabulary because there's a lot of useful English here that most learners never actually get taught properly.
First up, a balanced diet. This means eating a variety of foods in the right amounts so your body gets everything it needs: proteins, carbs, fats, vitamins, all of it.
And related to that is nutrients, the substances in food that your body actually uses for energy, growth, and staying healthy overall.
So when someone says that food is packed with nutrients, they mean it's genuinely good for you, full of vitamins and minerals.
Right, and the opposite of that would be junk food or processed food, food that's usually high in sugar, salt, or unhealthy fats, and low in actual nutritional value.
I have a very complicated relationship with junk food, if I'm being honest. My brain knows it's not great for me, and my hands keep reaching for it anyway.
That's such a common experience, honestly. Which brings us to a great phrase, to have a sweet tooth. It means you naturally crave sugary foods, desserts, chocolate, things like that.
I definitely have a sweet tooth. If there's cake in the room, I know about it before anyone even tells me.
Mine is more of a salty tooth, if that's even a real phrase. Give me chips over cake any day.
It's not really a common phrase, but I completely understand what you mean. Okay, next up, to eat clean or clean eating. This means eating mostly whole natural foods, avoiding processed ingredients as much as possible.
And related to that, whole foods, meaning foods that are close to their natural state, like fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, rather than heavily processed products.
Here's a phrase I really like, to watch what you eat. It means being mindful and careful about your food choices, usually for health or weight reasons.
I try to watch what I eat during the week and then completely abandon that plan every single weekend.
That's such a relatable pattern. Honestly, so many people live by that exact rule without even realizing it.
Okay, here's another useful one. To cut back on something. It means to reduce how much of something you eat or drink. For example, I'm trying to cut back on sugar.
And similarly, to cut out something means to stop eating it completely. Like, I cut out soda entirely last year.
Did you actually manage that, or is that just a nice story you tell people?
I genuinely did, actually, though I replaced it with sparkling water, so I'm not sure if that fully counts as a health improvement or just a very expensive habit swap.
Either way, it counts. Okay, let's talk about portion sizes now, because this is such an important part of healthy eating that people often overlook completely.
Right. Portion size refers to how much food you eat in one sitting, and portion control means being mindful of that amount rather than just eating until your plate is empty.
I overeat at every single holiday dinner without fail. It's basically a tradition at this point, right alongside the actual meal itself.
That's same here, completely. And the opposite of overeating would be mindful eating, which means paying real attention to your food, eating slowly, and actually noticing when you feel full.
Mindful eating sounds so peaceful and intentional, which is exactly the opposite of how I eat lunch at my desk while scrolling through my phone.
That's such a common modern habit, honestly. Eating quickly and distractedly instead of really enjoying the meal.
All right, before we go further, if you're enjoying learning through topics like this one, please take a second to subscribe. We're building this channel from the very beginning, and every subscriber genuinely helps us keep going. It truly means so much. Thank you all sincerely. Okay, let's keep this conversation going because there's still so much great vocabulary left to cover.
Let's talk about specific food groups now because there's really useful vocabulary connected to each one. First, protein, found in foods like chicken, fish, eggs, beans, and it helps build and repair your muscles.
And carbohydrates, or carbs for short, found in foods like rice, bread, and pasta, give your body quick energy throughout the day.
There's also healthy fats found in foods like avocado, nuts, and olive oil, which are actually good for your heart and brain, despite the word fat sounding negative to a lot of people.
That's such an important point, actually, because so many people assume all fat is bad, when really it depends entirely on the type and source.
Exactly. And then there's fiber, found in vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, which help your digestion and keep you feeling fuller for longer.
Speaking of feeling full, here's a great phrase, to feel bloated. It means your stomach feels swollen or uncomfortably full, usually after eating something heavy or too quickly.
I feel bloated almost every time I eat pizza, and yet somehow that never actually stops me from ordering it again.
The eternal pizza paradox. Okay, let's talk about meal planning now, because this connects so naturally to everything we've discussed so far.
Meal prep or meal prepping means preparing your meals in advance, usually for the week, so you're not tempted to grab something unhealthy last minute.
Do you actually meal prep, Maya, or is that another aspirational habit like cutting out soda?
I do meal prep actually, but usually only for about 2 days before I get tired of eating the exact same thing and give up completely.
That's honestly more consistent than most people manage, myself included.
I want to pause here and actually ask our listeners something because I think this could lead to some really interesting answers in the comments.
Go ahead.
So here's the question. What's one small change you've made to your eating habits that actually made a real difference, even if it seemed small at the time?
That's such a great question because sometimes it really is the small, simple changes that end up making the biggest long-term impact.
Exactly, and we genuinely love to read your answers because real examples from real people are honestly the best way to learn new vocabulary in context.
All right, let's cover a few more phrases before we start wrapping up. To go on a diet means to intentionally change your eating habits, usually to lose weight or improve your health.
And to be on a diet describes someone who's currently following that plan, like, I can't have dessert, I'm on a diet right now.
There's also the phrase cheat day, a day when someone allows themselves to eat foods outside their usual healthy diet just to enjoy something indulgent.
Cheat days are honestly sacred in my household. My family treats them almost like a holiday.
As they should be, honestly. Balance matters just as much as discipline does.
Completely agree. One more useful phrase, to listen to your body, meaning paying attention to your body's natural signals, like hunger, fullness, and energy levels, rather than following strict rules blindly.
That's such an important mindset, honestly, because healthy eating isn't really about perfection, it's about awareness and making better choices most of the time.
Beautifully said. Okay, let's quickly recap everything we covered today because there was a lot of genuinely useful vocabulary in this episode.
We talked about a balanced diet, nutrients, junk food, having a sweet tooth, eating clean, whole foods, watching what you eat, cutting back and cutting out, portion control, overeating, mindful eating, protein, carbs, healthy fats, fiber, feeling bloated, meal prep, going on a diet, cheat days, and listening to your body.
That's genuinely one of the richest vocabulary lists we've put together, and I think this might honestly be one of the most useful episodes we've ever made.
I completely agree. So here's your homework. Try describing your own eating habits using 2 or 3 phrases from today's episode and drop them in the comments below. We would genuinely love to read them.
And if today's episode helped you even a little bit, please make sure to subscribe. It truly helps us keep creating episodes exactly like this one.
We've got so many exciting topics coming up next, and honestly, we can't wait to share them with all of you very soon.
So go make a healthy choice today, even a small one, and we will see you very, very soon in our next episode.
Until then, take care of yourselves,